Have you ever looked at your morning coffee and thought, wow, I'm basically doing drugs before 9 a.m.? Caffeine, my legal addiction. Yep, my friend, drugs are everywhere. Not just in sketchy alleyways, but in your kitchen, your pharmacy, and maybe even your grandma's purse. The good, the bad, and the, wait, that's legal? What even is a drug? Let's start simple. What's a drug? A drug is basically any chemical that changes how your body or brain works. If it makes you more awake, sleepy, happy, sad, or makes you want to dance to 2007 techno music at 3 a.m., that's a drug. In chemistry terms, it's a substance that alters physiological or psychological states. So, basically, anything that messes with your brain chemistry. Stimulants. The energy dealers. These are the drugs that tell your brain, hey, you! Yeah, you! Wake up! Examples: caffeine, nicotine, cocaine, amphetamines. Stimulants speed up messages between your brain and body, making you feel more alert, energetic, and sometimes too confident.
I can totally finish this 3,000-word essay in one night.
You won't. Funny comparison skit.
Let's go study.
Let's take a break.
Let's start a company and run a marathon at the same time.
The problem? When you crash hard. That's why after 6 cups of coffee, you're basically a vibrating skeleton questioning your life choices. Stimulants increase dopamine and norepinephrine, chemicals that boost focus and mood. So that's why you feel extremely productive for 2 hours and then want to cry? Exactly. But hey, not all stimulants are evil. Used right, they help millions of people focus, stay awake, or function at work. Used wrong, well, you'll probably start cleaning your ceiling fan at 4 a.m. for no reason. Depressants. Despite the name, depressants don't make you depressed. They're called that because they depress your central nervous system, meaning they slow down your brain and body.
Okay, heart rate stable, breathing good, let's go.
Relax, buddy. You're working too hard.
Wait, what are you...
Common depressants include alcohol, benzodiazepines like Valium or Xanax, and barbiturates, old-school sleeping pills. They slow everything down, your speech, movement, coordination, and judgment. That's why drunk people suddenly believe they're amazing dancers. In moderation, some depressants can help with anxiety or insomnia, but go too far and suddenly your brain's like, wait, were we breathing just now? Depressants enhance GABA, a neurotransmitter that makes your neurons chill out. So they basically send your brain a chill pill? Exactly. Except sometimes the brain forgets to wake up. So, yeah, it's not that depressants are all bad, but they're needy. Use them wrong, and your body's operating system basically goes on airplane mode. Opioids. Painkillers with an attitude. Next, let's talk about opioids, the drama kings of the drug world. They're powerful painkillers, but also dangerously addictive. Morphine, codeine, oxycodone or OxyContin, fentanyl, heroin. The illegal one.
We're giving you a small dose for pain relief.
Finally.
Sup? I live here now.
Opioids work by binding to receptors in your brain that control pain and pleasure. It's like telling your brain, hey, everything's fine. You're floating, you're perfect. Except it's lying. I feel amazing. Yeah, for now. And that's where the danger starts. Your brain starts to crave that fake comfort again and again. That's why the opioid crisis is a huge global problem. People start with pain relief and end up fighting addiction. Opioids release massive dopamine surges, so they trick the brain into thinking pain relief equals happiness. Exactly. Then the brain starts asking for more, even when there's no pain. To be fair, opioids can be life-saving when used right. But abuse them, and you're basically installing malware into your reward system. So, stimulants speed you up, depressants slow you down, and opioids, well, they confuse your brain so much it forgets what normal feels like. Hallucinogens. Hallucinogens are the drugs that say, why experience the world as it is when you can see colors you've never seen and talk to your lamp for 6 hours? Common hallucinogens include LSD, acid, psilocybin, magic mushrooms, and mescaline peyote cactus, DMT, aka spiritual Wi-Fi. Okay, everything's normal today. Are you sure about that? Hallucinogens affect serotonin, the brain chemical that controls mood and perception. Basically, they remix your senses like a DJ who got too excited. And now for tonight's illusion, touching music and tasting colors. People might see patterns, vivid colors, or hear sounds that aren't there. Ah! It can feel profound or absolutely terrifying. Hallucinogens distort sensory processing in the thalamus, the brain's control hub for information. So, like bad Wi-Fi for reality? Exactly. Reality's buffering. Some use them in research for depression and PTSD, carefully and with supervision. But random backyard LSD trips, that's how you end up trying to save your reflection from drowning in the bathroom mirror. Cannabis. And now, the most debated plant on Earth. Cannabis, aka weed, pot, Mary Jane, the thing your cousin swears he uses for creativity. Cannabis comes from the Cannabis sativa plant, and its main chemical, THC, affects the part of your brain that controls pleasure, time, and memory. That's why you laugh for 10 minutes straight at a cat video, then forget what you were laughing about. It's been 5 minutes. Actually, it's been 2 hours. But it's not all jokes. Medical cannabis helps with pain, anxiety, and some chronic illnesses when prescribed and used correctly. THC binds to cannabinoid receptors in the brain, altering mood and coordination. So that's why I think I'm a philosopher while eating Doritos. Yes, Socrates, now put the chips down. But the tricky part is, the effects vary a lot. One person gets relaxed, another gets paranoid. Another thinks their hand is a sandwich. It's unpredictable, like a reality lottery. Cannabis sits in its own category because it's a little bit of everything. Stimulant? Sometimes. Depressant? Kinda. Hallucinogen? If you overdo it, definitely. I'm not like other drugs. I'm complicated. So, hallucinogens twist your senses, cannabis bends your time, and together they make your brain go, wait, am I thinking, or am I just thinking that I'm thinking?
Prescription drugs. Prescription drugs are like that one friend who's super helpful, until they get mixed with the wrong crowd. Used right, they save lives. Used wrong, they start DJing at 3 a.m. in your bloodstream. Examples: ADHD meds, like Adderall. Painkillers, opioids again. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Anti-anxiety meds, Xanax, Valium. Sleeping pills, Ambien, Z-drugs.
Take one every 8 hours.
So, all 8 at once?
No, please.
Prescription drugs are designed to fix chemical imbalances. But your brain's a drama queen. If it gets used to the meds, it starts demanding them even when it doesn't need them.
Tolerance and dependency occur when the brain adapts to constant stimulation or suppression. So it gets lazy. Exactly, like a teenager on summer break. That's why doctors constantly adjust doses. It's a balancing act between healing and hijacking. Addiction. The brain's replay button. Now let's talk about addiction, the reason this whole topic matters. One more time won't hurt. Again. Addiction happens when your brain's reward system gets stuck on repeat. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical, goes from being a reward to being a requirement. Your brain starts associating the drug with survival, like food or water. So it's not weakness, it's wiring. Exactly, like the brain has been hacked. That's why addiction isn't about willpower. It's about biology, psychology, and chemistry all teaming up against you. But here's the twist. Brains can rewire. It takes time, therapy, support, and sometimes medication, but recovery is possible. So what did we learn today? Drugs aren't just good or bad. They're tools, powerful ones. Coffee keeps us awake. Painkillers save lives. And sometimes science gets weird. Balance, baby. It's all about balance. The real problem isn't the chemical, it's how we use it. Respect your brain, or it'll start throwing hallucination parties without permission. So next time you grab that coffee, take that medicine, or joke about needing something, remember your brain's just a squishy computer running on chemicals, and you're the one holding the mouse. Use it wisely, because reality's already weird enough without extra downloads.